Good morning. This is Frank with Stalkers, 24th of February, around 6:30 this morning. Getting a little bit early start. It looks like we had overnight open at about 1914, overnight highs of 1920.25, and our lows of 1896 right now. So you can see we just kind of consolidated after the open last night, all the way over until looks like around 1:30 overseas open, overnight open there, and start moving down. We crossed our 24-hour VWAP and our moving average medium crossed right down, and then came back for our retest, perfect entry for a short right here at about the 1917 area, and played it straight down, um, just below the zones. Came right back into it. We expected that retest of the zone. So if you missed it here or you took profit here, our re-entry right here for continuation down. Now we're already at some key areas this morning. Get rid of this. Sorry about that. Auto Trader just kicked in a trade for me. So what we're looking for is possibly a bounce off of this red dash zone, which is actually a very, very strong support pivot line. And we also have another pivot here. The zones, very strong pivot here and zones here. Okay, going to the downside is going to be tough. Doesn't mean it's going to be impossible. We have seen this market do crazy things. So it could actually just consolidate in here for a while. What we'd like to see this morning, if there's any kind of possibility of moving to the upside, we need this market to bounce off of this red dash zone right up into here, go up into here to about the 1902 area, come back and retrace this, and then head right back up, at least at this zone for target one. But then you got to be real cautious. We're moving into the 24-hour VWAP, the white line, and then we'd move on up to this other consolidation area, which is about 1915 to the 1920 area. Be real tight consolidation. So be cautious with that. So to the downside, it would be best just to stay out of the market through these areas unless there's some bad news or some kind of news. These days it doesn't necessarily have to be bad. So be cautious. Wait for it to come down into here and maybe move down through this zone and and then come back and retest this area up here, then go short and start taking targets. Depending where it retests up to here, you could possibly take 50% of your position off somewhere in the 85, 75 area, followed by next targets 1880, 1875 today, and that should be the low for today. However, it, this market could try to pull all the way back into the 1820s today. That would really, really be bad, but there's always that outside chance. So be cautious. So more than likely, we'll see some movement down into this zone if we break this zone and don't come back in this red dash line. So more than likely, we're going to at least pull back to the 1885 to the downside before getting a bounce to move back to the upside. And that's what we'd like to see. Now, if we do get that, don't take your trades in here. Just wait, be patient. Don't take these ugly stuff because they just might come right back up and then consolidate all day in here, and you'll just get yourself kind of beat up. So wait for your movement up to here. Wait for the move up into here. Take this profit if you can, move it up in the 1908 area, and then wait for it to clear. Try to take your profit, all your profit here, because we just might get a big failure right here at this 24-hour VWAP. When it does meet, it'll continually come down as this market moves and meets. Wait for we get a clear above the 24-hour VWAP, somewhere up into here, probably 1911 area. Then wait for the pullback to retest this white line wherever it is down into here, okay? Then once it retests that line, is your chance to go long right on the line. First target would be the 1915 to 1917 area. Then we're moving right into overnight high of the 1920-25 area again. So watch for double top. We're also concerned about the 38.2 retracement line. It's just been coming in and out all week long. So be cautious. So obviously, next moves here is come back to retest this zone, and then our move up. We're going to have resistance here because of a pivot around 1922 all the way to 1926. So be cautious in the zone and probably test this zone. If it's going to go through, we're going to move up to here, get a little bit of retest, and then we're going to go retest this from a couple days ago, the 1932 area at the red dash zone for resistance up there. So watch for a big pullback from them, possibly all the way back into the zone with some consolidation in this area after it does that. So be cautious in that area. Now, if we can get through, or if it stays up here and just basically bounces off this line, then our next target will be the 1936 to 1939. Second target's at 43.50, 45. And then final target today would be around a 50% retracement at 1954, actually 1953, 91. So be cautious of that area as well. Could be another volatile day, so be cautious out there. Be careful. If you got any questions, send Frank an email at tradestalkers.com and have a great day.